The Los Angeles Dodgers are facing a rare slump after dropping back-to-back games to the San Francisco Giants. Manager Dave Roberts is now front and center, trying to diagnose exactly what is going wrong with superstars like Shohei Ohtani at the plate. Ohtani just saw his incredible 53-game on-base streak snap, and Roberts believes the pressure of the moment is forcing his star to try just a little too hard on those fastballs.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
It is not just the streak that has fans talking, as Dave Roberts is also tackling the mounting frustration surrounding Kyle Tucker. As one of the biggest signings of the entire offseason, Tucker is currently battling through a tough stretch that has him hitting just .233. Roberts is publicly admitting that he is still hunting for the right answers to help Tucker find his rhythm and shake off the clear discomfort he has shown in the box. To fix this offensive drought, Dave Roberts is officially pulling the trigger on a massive lineup shakeup for the series finale against the San Francisco Giants. In a strategic move to provide a fresh look, Freddie Freeman is being elevated to the number 2 spot in the order, while Kyle Tucker is shifting down to clean up in the 4th spot. This gamble is all about maximizing their best talent and getting the run production back to the championship standard we expect. Dave Roberts has confirmed that this new look for Freddie Freeman and Kyle Tucker is not just a one-time experiment, but a permanent change for the foreseeable future. The Dodgers are desperate to avoid a 3-game sweep against their division rivals, and are betting that this shuffle will spark their lineup back to life. If you want to stay ahead of every major move in the league, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for all our latest updates. Are the Dodgers officially coming back down to earth? Even the most dominant lineup in baseball isn't immune to a slump, and right now, Los Angeles is feeling the heat after dropping 2 straight to the Giants. With a frustrating 3-0 shutout on Wednesday, the cracks are starting to show, including a rare, uncharacteristic error from Hye-Seong Kim and a tense, sparks-flying confrontation at the plate involving rookie Dalton rushing. But the real story here, the historic streak is dead. Shohei Ohtani's incredible 53-game on-base run has finally hit a wall, and manager Dave Roberts is speaking candidly about why 2 of his biggest stars are currently spinning their wheels. Roberts points to a classic trap for Ohtani. He's simply trying too hard. When Shohei starts hunting that pull-side power, he loses his rhythm, chasing fastballs he should be driving to the middle of the field. As Roberts put it, when he stays centered, there is quite literally no one better. But right now, that balance is missing. Then there's Kyle Tucker. Unlike the technical adjustments needed for Ohtani, Tucker's slump is a total mystery. Batting just .233 with 24 strikeouts, he looks visibly frustrated and uncomfortable, and even his manager admits they don't have a clear answer yet. Seeing both Ohtani and Tucker go 0 for 4 on the same night is a rare sight, and it's a wake-up call for a team that's used to cruising. With a 16-8 record, they're still the team to beat, but these back-to-back losses prove that even giants can stumble. Do you think this is just a temporary lull for these superstars, or should Dodgers fans be genuinely concerned? Sound off in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for the latest updates on your favorite MLB teams. Remember, in baseball, the season is a marathon, not a sprint, and every slump is just another chance to find your stride again. What do you do when your multi-million-dollar roster suddenly forgets how to drive in runs? If you are Dodgers manager Dave Roberts, you start shuffling the deck. The Dodgers are arguably the deepest team in baseball, but after putting up a measly 1 run in their first 2 games against the Giants, it is clear that even the best in the business hit a wall. In a move to spark some life into the offense, Roberts is shaking up the batting order today. The big move. Moving Freddie Freeman up to the 2-hole and sliding Kyle Tucker down to the cleanup spot. It is a classic move, and honestly, it is exactly what you do when your stars are pressing too hard. Look, we all know Tucker is a phenomenal talent. He was one of the biggest splashes in free agency this past winter. But so far this season, he has been hovering around a .233 batting average with only 3 homers to show for it. That is not the production LA paid for. It is fascinating to see how the Dodgers rely on their depth because, despite these current hiccups, this team is still leading the league in homers and OPS. They are finding ways to win even while their biggest names are slumping, and that is what makes them truly dangerous. With Mookie Betts sidelined by injury, the pressure is mounting for the rest of the lineup to bridge the gap. They are staring down a sweep in San Francisco this afternoon, and there is no better time to snap that cold streak than right now. Can this lineup shuffle be the turning point that wakes up the bats before the playoffs come into focus? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Does the lineup order really matter, or is this just a slump they have to work through? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily baseball updates, because in a league this long, the only thing that is certain is that the next game can change everything. When you sign a massive $240 million deal, the spotlight doesn't just find you, it burns. And right now, things are getting pretty hot for Kyle Tucker in Los Angeles. If you have been tracking the Dodgers this season, you know the narrative has been frustrating. The big offseason acquisitions haven't quite clicked, and Tucker has unfortunately been sitting at the bottom of the production barrel as the team's least valuable qualified position player. Now, looking at the raw stats, it is not all doom and gloom. He has 3 homers and sits tied for third on the team in RBIs, which shows he is still finding ways to contribute. But when you are rocking a 92 OPS plus and hitting just over 230, those numbers simply do not justify that mega contract. It is clear the pressure is mounting. Dave Roberts finally hit the reset button before Thursday's finale against the Giants, moving Freddie Freeman up to the 2-hole and bumping Tucker down to the cleanup spot. Roberts was transparent about the reasoning, suggesting that Tucker has been pressing, trying to do too much at the plate. The hope is that a change in scenery within the batting order will give him a different look and take that heavy weight off his shoulders. It is a logical move, especially considering that Freeman is a machine at the second spot, boasting a stellar career average and an ops that puts him in an entirely different orbit than his struggling teammate. But this is the real test of a superstar's mentality. Can Tucker stop pressing, simplify his approach, and finally justify the faith the Dodgers organization placed in him? We want to hear from you. Do you think the move down the lineup will spark a turnaround for Tucker, or is he feeling the heat too much? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with every twist and turn of the Dodgers season. Is the Dodgers' championship-caliber lineup finally cracking under the pressure? It's a question every fan in Los Angeles is asking after a brutal start against the Giants. We watched them drop the first 2 games of the series, and perhaps even more shockingly, Shohei Ohtani's legendary on-base streak has officially come to an end. When the brightest stars in the game start hitting walls, you know it's time for a shake-up. Manager Dave Roberts isn't sitting on his hands. He's identified a major culprit in the team's current slump, big-ticket off-season acquisition Kyle Tucker. Roberts pointed out that Tucker seems to be pressing, chasing pitches outside the zone, and ultimately trying to do way too much at the plate. It's the classic trap for a new star trying to prove his worth in a high-pressure market. To break that cycle, Roberts has made a bold, permanent move. He's flipping Freddie Freeman and Kyle Tucker in the batting order. From here on out, we're looking at Freeman slotted into the second spot, with Tucker sliding into the fourth. It's a move designed to leverage the consistency of a veteran like Freeman while giving Tucker a fresh look in the middle of the order, where the pressure to force the issue might just dissipate. It's all about finding that comfort zone. Let's be honest, it's still early, and the best teams are the ones that learn how to tinker with their DNA before the heat of the playoffs arrives. This could be exactly the reset button this offense needs to get back on track. Do you think moving Tucker to the cleanup spot will finally unlock his potential, or is this just rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic? Drop a comment below with your take. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more daily MLB updates. And remember, in baseball, sometimes the smallest shift in the order leads to the biggest swing in momentum.